Today on BRStv, we're breaking out the drill. Hi, I'm RT, one of your hosts of BRStv, with another episode of 52 FAQs, where each week we answer your questions from our popular 52 Weeks of Reefing series. Today we're answering Sociophobian's question from week 5. If I'm to drill a 40-gallon breeder, what overflow should I use, what bulkhead, and how wide should I drill the glass for the hole? Like many topics in this hobby, a lot of this question lies in personal preference. That being said, I do have a few pointers to help you get the best out of drilling your tank. While drilling an aquarium certainly can seem to be a daunting task, I'm here to tell you that it's much easier than it looks. In this case, a 40-gallon breeder aquarium is our subject, which is great because they make fantastic reef tanks. Not only are they easy to aquascape, but they're also relatively easy to drill. Before you begin, you'll want to make sure that the tank isn't tempered. If you attempt to drill a panel that's tempered, it will shatter, leaving you with a mess and the need to purchase a new aquarium. I found that the best way to do this is to simply ask the tank manufacturer. Once you get the all clear, you can begin planning your setup. Overflows come in a wide variety of shapes, sizes, and designs, and selecting one will depend on which features you want, what gallon per hour rating you require, the room available on your setup, and where you plan to drill the holes. In most cases, on a DIY install, the holes will be drilled in the back panel versus the bottom pane like most factory tanks. On my 40 breeder, I'm running a CPR retrofit overflow box because its size worked with my plans for the tank. Another great option is the Synergy Reef overflow because it's ultra low profile and comes set up for the bean animal drain method that's become very popular in the last few years. To choose what size bulkheads to use on your tank, you'll need to factor in plumbing size based on the length of your plumbing run, the vertical height you'll be pumping or draining, as well as budgetary concerns. Keep in mind that the larger the plumbing, the more expensive fittings and valves become. In my experience, the most common combo is 1-inch drains and 3/4-inch returns. Every factory tank I've ever used was built with this combination, even the 300-gallon deep dimension. Additionally, bulkheads also come in various materials and different layouts as well. There's Schedule 80 bulkheads, which are beefier and come in both threaded and thread slip combination, and ABS bulkheads, which are by far the most common and come in slip, thread, and combination layouts. I like to use threaded where possible since it allows you to disassemble the plumbing down the road without needing a ton of unions. However, your preference may vary. Each bulkhead requires a different size hole to fit it properly and a different size bit to cut the hole. Luckily, we've done all the measuring for you, and you can find all the necessary info regarding hole size on the bulkhead product page, along with which corresponding drill bit you'll need in order to complete the installation. A few quick tips. I always recommend planning out your holes prior to drilling in order to account for plumbing space, distance from the trim, and the water line. The easiest way to do this is to place the overflow into the tank and then trace the bulkheads onto the back panel where you want them in the overflow. You can make a jig out of a block of wood and a hole saw and simply clamp it to the aquarium in order to make drilling the holes where you want them much easier. We also sell this drill press attachment for hand drills. It helps make drilling precisely a piece of cake. Depending on the thickness of the glass, drilling the actual hole can take a good bit of time, so I prefer to use a corded drill for this reason. Cordless drills are very nice, but dealing with batteries and charging can turn a job that should take a fraction of an hour into hours of work. Lastly, when it's time to glue your overflow in place, be sure to use a reef-safe silicone. While some folks can find 100% silicone at the hardware store, I recommend brands that state on the package that they're aquarium safe. My favorite is our black aquarium silicone as it's super strong, easy to use, and fish safe. Some other brands may contain mold inhibitors that can wreak havoc on your reef. With any luck, we've helped those of you with questions on drilling gain a bit more understanding on how to do so. If it was helpful, let us know with a quick thumbs up. And if you're looking for a more complete look at aquarium overflows, check out week 5, plumbing, overflows, and return pumps. If you have any questions or tips for either us or the BRS community, let us know in the comments area down below. In today's poll, we're asking all of you how you drilled your aquarium, so please vote and see how other reefers have tackled it. I'll see you in the next BRS 52 FAQ, where we answer Daniel Schultz's question from week 26. Is there a zeolite reactor that can fit into a Nuvo tank?